Hello everyone, welcome to the course on electromagnetic theory and interference. In this session, let us solve one more problem to find the input impedance of transmission line. Here a line with a load of ZR divided by Z0, that is normalized load impedance is given 2.6 plus J1, where that line is 20 degree long, length of the transmission line is 20 degree. We are asked to find the SWR, standing wave ratio S, and input impedance Zn by using the Smith chart. Here our task is to convert this length of the line in terms of lambda. For that, we know complete Smith chart is 360 degree rotation, right? So 28 degree divided by 360 degree into lambda is the length of the line in terms of wavelength. So we get 0.078 lambda. So let's get started. This is the transmission line given and a load, normalized load connected is given. Length of the line has been given here. We have converted into wavelength just now, and we are asked to find the input impedance seeing from the input side. So first task is to plot the normalized load impedance. That is, we have to find the R circle, that is 2.6, and X circle 1, the intersection of these two. This is 2.6. Yes, because this is 2, 2.2, 2.4, this is 2.6, and 1 is available here, X circle. So the intersection of these two is a point P, normalized load impedance available. Using this point P and the center of the circle, and this distance is radius, draw a VSWR circle. This SWR value, that is touching the real part of the reflection coefficient axis, is going to be 3. Otherwise, I can draw a straight line towards the left of this VSWR circle connecting the scale down. There also I can check the VSWR value. It is going to be 3 only. Fine. Now let us find the input impedance. First, for that we have to locate the load, right? The load is so we have to extend this point OP to the outermost circle so as to find at which length the load is available. So if you could see here, it is 0.22. It is after 6 and before 8, so it is 0.227 lambda. So this is the distance at which load is available. So we have to move 0.078 lambda away from the load, okay, towards the generator. That is clockwise we have to move. So adding these two values, at the load what value and the length of the line we have added here, we got 0.305 lambda. If you could see here, this is 0.3. 0 1 here, 0 2 is here, 0 4. That means the middle portion will be 0.305 lambda. So this much distance after moving, and this point, draw a straight line connecting the center of the circle. This straight line intersects the VSWR circle at the point G. At the intersection of G, you have to find what R circle is passing here. If you could see, the R circle is lying above this 1.6, that means 1.58, and here if you could see, it is 1.2, 1.4 is here, that is the middle one is 1.3. It is lying in between these two, so 1.35 minus J 1.35. So this is the final answer. Since the directly they have given normalized load impedance, we are not able to find the original impedance. We can just stop with this. This is the normalized value. Hope you understood how to find the input impedance of the transmission line if the length of the line is given in terms of angle, as well as directly they have given the normalized value, right? Happy learning. We will meet next time.